Step 5, last video, the gift of reflection. Learn the excuses we make for not reflecting and sticking to our plan. Milo Sweet. Resources, reactions, difficult conversations, achieve more with less. So, of course, we're going to make excuses because they are comforting, and we have really good ones like, my stomach hurt, I don't want to do it. Have you ever gotten up and you're you hear the baby screaming, you hear something else, and then you're oh, this means I can't do anything I planned today. That's an excuse. Or your friend says, let's go out to eat, and they order a fried chicken sandwich, and you're that means I can't eat a salad. Or maybe your child wakes up with a bloody nose, and you're oh, that means we can't homeschool today. The excuses we make are comforting. One of the excuses that keeps us from not reflecting is perfection. We want everything to be perfect. I want to tell you, done is better than perfect. When you have results of doing things with your family that you value, it's going to be better than doing it perfectly with them. Your plan is like oxygen. It's living and breathing. Allow grace and mercy. Allow things to not work out, to hit the fan, to put out a new fan and get poop back on it, and just clean it up. Allow yourself a little bit of grace and mercy and growth mindset so that you can learn from what you implement. How is it working? What can you do better? I think a lot of excuses also limit us from hearing the truth. We want to hear our version of the truth, and we don't actually want to hear the truth. We want to hear that we're right. We want to hear that we're perfect. We want to hear all the good things, and we just don't want the responsibility for actually growing and changing. Why? Because it takes work. Talking to your family about these excuses and hearing their excuses allows for accountability. Create ways to help each other recognize excuses and a way to overcome them. So if you notice every time you tell your child to listen, they say they have to go to the bathroom. So we have to deal with that and say, that's an excuse. Sometimes my stomach hurts, or sometimes I don't want to do that. Do you want to clean? No? Okay. Well, how about this? Let's figure out a time. Is this a good time to clean? And then when they're taking out toys, you can say, do you want to clean? And if they say, well, not really, then maybe they'll think about taking out those toys, right? And then you apply these same habits to excuses you make around curriculum. There are some things that you may view as actual signs that you need to change curriculum. And then there's things that we have to work through, which is a little bit of the pain of change and teaching us how to deal with overcoming hurdles and setbacks. So here's your reflection task. Schedule a reoccurring time to reflect daily, a short sprint, and weekly a little longer. So the short sprint is 10 to 15 minutes, and weekly, maybe it's during dinner or a long car ride. We're just taking time to think about things. Do we set up our goals? How is the curriculum? Your value is this, my value is that. Did we accomplish that individually? Our family value is meeting our community and making an impact. Did we do that this week? Okay, if not, how can we schedule that? Are there teaching tools part of your curriculum to help implement that? Daily, 5 to 15 minutes. Think about the day, what happened, what was it like, any new learnings, growth opportunities, any wins, what are you thankful for? That is all for this video. Give me a comment down below when it comes to your reflection. What are you reflecting on? And I can see you in the next video or schedule tomorrow.